a boy band reunion, the Bachelor finale, and the newest Marvel superhero. All this and next coming up on Afternoon Delight.
Britney Spears.
Anything Lady Gaga has ever worn. Is that a realistic? They actually wear a lot of things that famous people wear. Yeah, but I think Kendall Jenner is the best. See, here's a genius.
Hello and welcome on in to Afternoon Delight. I am Allie Schatzman.
I'm Cami Diaz.
And I'm Jenna Zerbel.
All right, guys, this first topic I'm very excited about. The Jonas Brothers. They're back. They've got a new single. First thoughts. What do you guys think of it?
So the song I thought was okay. I was a little underwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's disappointing to
But
hear.
I was overwhelmed in like the best way possible by their wives in the video who just really stole the show.
I did appreciate that they had their wives. I mean, Joe Jonas isn't actually married yet. It's not his actual wife. That's just his fiance. But I did like that they were in the music video. It was fun. I liked it. Cami, did you?
I like the song a lot. I wasn't really I wasn't not a fan of the Jonas Brothers. I liked them when I was younger, but I wasn't like super into them, and I didn't like Camp Rock that much. But now
That's really a
I
personal
really like
attack.
the song, and I listen to it a lot.
Good, good, good.
I feel like Camp Rock is not getting the respect it deserves in this moment right now,
think
but
you're correct. Camp Rock, like, I feel like there was a time it was either you liked Camp Rock or High School Musical, and that was definitely more High School Musical, but the Jonas Brothers are just so good that, like, it was worth it. I never got to see the High School Musical tour, but I saw the Jonas Brothers twice in concert, so clearly they were very important.
yeah. That said, I mean, I do just really enjoy the whole like brotherly aspect of it, just like the original squad back together.
I know, one thing I've heard people say when it's like, oh, they're back together, and they're like, well, they're brothers, they never really broke up, but like, they went off, they have their solo careers.
But
that were
emotionally,
mediocre.
they did break up.
They did break up. They had a whole segment. They were on James Corden all last week, all last week, and they were doing carpool karaoke, and they talked about, like, it was very, very tense between family members for a while. Fun fact, it's actually Nick's fault the band broke up. He straight up said, he's like, it was my fault, I did it. So we can all blame Nick.
What did he do?
I don't know. First, I thought they were joking. They were just like, oh yeah, Nick broke up the band. And then later he was like, yeah, I broke up the band. So Nick Jonas is the reason for my misery for the last 3 years. But it's fine, they came back.
Illuminati confirmed.
There were very, very strong feelings towards one another for a while, but things are good now. They're back on the same page.
I also really
fun.
enjoyed watching them on James Corden, just in general.
it
I
was
watched
so
the
fun.
clip of Spill Your Guts or Fail Your Guts, and that was so funny.
One of my favorite ones that they did, it was, they made a parody of their own song, which I just always appreciate. It was the year 3000, but they did year 2019, and they dressed like it was like 2008 or something. Like, we have a picture of it. Look at them. Just, it's so obnoxious, and the way they acted was very similar to when they were, you know, they were like 16, however old they were. Just Joe, I remember specifically, was all over the place, because that's how he was at that point. He was just running all over. He was absolutely insane.
Did Nick sound like a girl in it?
Nick did not sound like a girl, because Nick definitely did sound like a girl in some of those early songs they had.
Yeah, prepubescent Nick Jonas was a high-pitched fella.
That first album that they had, there's a couple of songs, definitely sounds like a girl. I was pretty sure.
I wouldn't know.
I've tried to make you listen to it.
I've listened, I just don't think about it that much.
I know for sure you thought of it, because there was one time I played you a song and you thought it was a girl, and I told you it was the Jonas Brothers.
That's possible.
This sounds entirely plausible. I think it was Mandy, which is also a song that deserves more respect.
You're absolutely right. Mandy is a good jam. Honestly, all of their old stuff was pretty good. I mean, in my car right now, I have their third CD, BB Good. That's what's in my car right now. That's what I've been jamming to. I had to drive people around for like a class project we met downtown, and I drove them all. I made them all listen to the Jonas Brothers with me, because I'm just very excited for them to be back.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, I think I enjoyed the Camp Rock album more than the Jonas Brothers, like, solo albums.
Ooh, wait, are we talking like the Jonas Brothers as a whole, or like the solo ones?
Jonas Brothers as a whole. I enjoyed Camp Rock more.
I strongly disagree with that. Oof. Partially because I don't feel like I love Demi Lovato. She's good, but I don't love her.
Well, we have differing opinions
We really
about
do.
that.
We definitely do, but the Jonas Brothers, that's where my jam really was.
I liked
sure.
the show they had on Disney Channel, Jonas with
Yes.
Chelsea Staub. I watched that. I mean, I didn't watch that like a lot because it was very, very Sweet Life or Die. But the Jonas Brothers show was okay. I thought it was very funny. They had good music. Chelsea Staub is cool. I was also very in love with Joe's face because he's hot.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
Yeah. That's,
Wait, Jenna, which one's your favorite? Because Cami and I, we both love Joe.
Which Jonas Brothers my favorite?
Yes.
I mean, back in the day, I would say my favorite was for sure Nick.
Okay, but now?
I have no preference now. I mean, I guess I
Interesting.
would say probably Kevin seems like the most well-rounded of the humans.
I think
So
that
I think he,
just makes
okay,
I believe
so-
he would be the best person.
So if you feel that you like Kevin, would you say that you would be the Kevin of our group here today?
yeah. Yeah, I do.
Good, because Cam and I have
God.
discussed this previously. Jenna would be Kevin.
Oh, so you discussed this without me, and it was already the case.
It was already the case,
Oh,
yes.
so
Jenna is
good thing I
Kevin, but
agree.
she's just like very well-rounded and just a little more reserved sometimes. Cami is romantic and sensitive, like Nick, and I would be Joe, the leader and host of this here show.
Because every time we see a group of three on anything, we have to decide which one
figure
we
out
would
which
be.
one we are.
Right.
And I'm glad that you just were ready to embrace being Kevin, because Kevin's a good dude.
What's crazy to me is that every time we see a group of three, we have to decide which ones we would be, but we always
There's
pick
like
the
no
same one
discussion.
without talking
We
about
always
it.
know.
One time
we just
were
need a
at
bonus
the
Jonas.
American National, the Natural Museum, the National Museum of
Museum of Natural History in New York
Whatever
City.
it
in
is.
New York City.
Whatever it
And there
is.
were just like three like hippo type looking things. I don't know what they were. They were not hippos. They were.
It was some kind of animal.
And we were like, there are three of them. Which ones would we be? And we all agreed. It was kind of funny, honestly, a little bit. But
We just
Yeah.
know each other very, very well at this point.
well, we didn't originally
We're best
agree.
buds with matching sweaters.
We didn't originally agree on the Jonas Brothers because I also thought I would be Joe,
It's true.
but
But
then
Nick
I
is
was
he's the
forced
very
into truth.
Are you saying you don't want to be Nick? Because
No,
a lot
I
of
don't
people
like Nick, but I am the romantic sense
Nick
of
also
one of
loves
this
socks,
group, so.
and you love socks.
I do love socks. Funky socks are the way to a girl's heart.
I mean, if that girl is Cami, it's the way.
Is that so?
Betcha.
I don't know. I think the way of my heart
My
is
boyfriend
the
has
Jonas
the
Brothers.
same
They
pair
have
of
my heart
socks
forever.
that he wears. I mean, not one pair. He has the same style of socks he wears every single time. So for whatever
at Cammy's
Christmas,
boyfriend, right.
I got him whale socks, and he has not worn them once. And so
So we're calling them out right here
I can't believe it.
to wear
Yeah.
the whale socks.
Wild.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna go out on a limb and say
we-
that socks will not do it for me personally, but
Yeah.
You
I
know.
wonder if Ariana Grande likes socks because Pete
you-
Davidson's kind of a weird guy.
Do you think you wear socks with like the thigh-high boots she always wears?
Yeah, because you would chafe.
good question.
But also,
Would you,
You
wear
can't-
knee-high socks or would you just wear like?
that's the question.
Footy socks?
Your boots are coming all the way up.
I don't
socks?
imagine that she would wear like socks as high as
You
her
know
boots
what?
'cause
I
that's
have to-
impossible. Unless you got like those
But
one
like your
stocking
shoes would be
things.
so smelly.
Okay, but also I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I think that probably while Ariana Grande is
smellier
performing,
without.
she's wearing like not leggings, like what's the word I'm looking for?
Stockings?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like probably.
She could be.
Yeah.
She could be. She just makes a lot of interesting fashion choices, I feel. I don't
Yeah.
like what she wears because it's so often like the thigh-high boots and then just like a long t-shirt. Or she was on Jimmy Fallon and she wore a really short dress that looks like it was from like the kids department. It was so weird. I just did not understand it.
Yeah, that is not a good
Yeah, it's
look.
not a good look for her.
Yeah, she was on Jimmy Fallon for like
She's been on Jimmy
a few
Fallon
days, and I
a
did
lot.
not have any interest. Although I love when she does impressions.
Her impressions are phenomenal.
Yes.
But everything else she does is wildly mediocre. I
agree.
don't love her
And
at
actually,
all.
let's talk about it because she's having like a big moment right
She's
now,
having a
right?
huge moment in her career.
I think she was the first artist since the Beatles or something whack to have 3 #1 songs
Probably.
within like such a short period of time. And I don't feel that this is deserved, personally.
Which songs were they?
It was 7 Rings, break up with your girlfriend, I'm bored, and then thank you, next.
I've heard one of those 3 songs.
I've heard.
I listened to all 3 so I could make an informed opinion.
Yeah, I don't love them. I don't love her.
Thank you, next.
She's also just, I've recently learned she is actually a lot more problematic than I thought she was.
Do tell. Hey, do tell.
So I recently saw a post online about how Ariana is being accused of doing brown face.
And also getting dumb tattoos.
She gets very dumb tattoos. Yes, her like 7.
That's not too controversial.
That's not controversial, but no, but she is like being accused of like doing brown face because she has just gotten so many spray tans. And like, there's a picture, you can see her skin before versus her skin now is so much darker. And there was a picture I saw of her standing next to Nicki Minaj, who is actually like a woman of color, and they are the same color. Ooh, okay. So then it's like Ariana Grande, a lot of people think she's like Latina or something, because like maybe that's why she has darker skin, but she said before she's not. Yeah, like she just, there's a very recent thing that I've seen, or like apparently she got like lip fillers, and just the way her music is trying to be more R&B, which I thought she always, that was like an influence early on from her. I feel like her music sound hasn't changed a lot. But people, are accusing her of like brown face and black face.
I also saw a lot of stuff online, which I am not informed enough to make an opinion about, but I saw a lot of things when 7 Rings came out about appropriating Asian culture for the video.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
But what you were saying.
I think also a lot of people think she's like maybe Latin or Italian, because Grande is a typically Italian name. So I think a lot of people started, because I remember when she was on Victorious, I was like, oh, she's probably like Latin or Italian of some sort, but she's not. Well, we don't actually. I think she's Italian.
I think she's Italian.
Yeah. Well, Italians do tend to be darker, but if you look back to when she was on Victorious,
when she was on Broadway,
when she was completely white and had like the red hair, she's very, very pale, and now she's very tan. Could just be that she's going tanning more or whatnot, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. I a lot of times don't follow things that Ariana Grande does because I just don't like her that much. I feel like her voice, she has like a good range, but her technique isn't really good. I've had to like analyze her voices in class before, and just the way she like doesn't pronounce anything. Which I know sometimes I don't enunciate things very clearly, but I can't understand a single word any of her songs. I've listened, Miley Cyrus covered No Tears Left to Cry, and that was the first time I ever knew what the words were. And I heard that song a lot over the summer.
I love that song.
That one I think is the only one I've actually like kind of enjoyed.
She also has a few Christmas songs that I really like.
I hate her Christmas songs.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if you can have a strong opinion about that because you're like very, very into Christmas, and that's like a new form of Christmas type things.
But I don't mind like new Christmas songs. I just don't specifically like her songs. Like, I hate Santa Tell Me, for sure.
All right, so final thoughts though. Are we pro Ariana Grande? I'm gonna say no from me.
Not a fan.
I'm gonna say this has not changed my opinion, which
that's fine.
There was really no opinion in the beginning. So I like her a little, not a lot.
All right, but what I am very much here for is pets. So let's take a look at this week's edition of Perfect Pets. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Andy. I love to play and hide it in small, confined spaces. I need a home with lots of toys and space to run around.
Seize the means of toy production. Hi, I'm Bernie, and I may look wild, but I also just love to lounge around. Ooh, a toy!
Hello, my name is Jinx. I may be shy, but I love to explore. Take me home today.
To find out more about adoption, contact La Crescent Animal Rescue at 507-895-2066.
Once again, the number for La Crescent Animal Rescue is 507-895-2066. All right, so there's been a new movie that came out recently that a lot of people have been talking about, Captain Marvel. Now, I know you both have very strong opinions about this, and they're not really in line with each other, so let's hear them. Whichever one of you wants to start, I'm ready.
I actually don't really have any strong opinions about this.
That's incorrect.
No, it's actually not. But I don't feel like Brie Larson. Like, I don't watch Marvel movie. I'm not very kept up. The last Marvel movie that came out and I watched it was Civil War. No, I haven't even watched Civil War. Anything past Civil War I have not seen. So I haven't really kept up with Marvel movies. So I don't really want to watch this. But it's not for the reason that they think, which is because I don't like Brie Larson that much. And so I don't think that she is good for this role. I also don't think that she is as hot as Wonder Woman, and therefore it's going to be a different dynamic. And I'm not a fan of Brie Larson in general. So that's why they think I have a strong opinion about this, but I actually really don't. I don't really care about Marvel movies that much. I used to.
I just know you have a strong opinion about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I don't think she was the best choice for it. I think she probably did a good job, but I don't think
I've heard very good things about it so far.
Choice.
I feel like I don't have super strong opinions about one way or another. I haven't seen enough with her in it to be like, wow, I love her. But I think it's kind of nice having like a person I don't know as much about stepping into one of these kinds of roles versus like Benedict Cumberbatch coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe was terrible. I hate him. I don't like that he's here right now.
Speaking of strong opinions.
Yes, I have very strong opinions about that one. But Captain Marvel, she seems pretty cool. I don't know much about her story at all, but some of my friends saw the movie over the weekend, and they all had really good things to say about it. I'm fine that she doesn't look like Gal Gadot, because yes, while she is beautiful and Brie Larson doesn't have like maybe the same like physical attractiveness, I feel like she's definitely not ugly. I'm really here for it, I think.
I do think that it's really cool that it's like a 90s type movie.
Yes.
And if you went to the website for the show, for the movie on the website, it was so funny. It was like all 90s themed. It was like Comic Sans and those like GIFs where they like move back and forth just a little bit, and it was all very retro, and that was really cool of them to do that.
I do appreciate the 90s.
I think also though, because Wonder Woman just as a character is like, she's an Amazon woman or whatnot, and she's like supposed to be perfect in every way. So I think she was a really good role for that. I don't know anything about Captain Marvel, so I imagine she's probably not supposed to be perfect because she's a kid from the 90s, and none of us are perfect. So I think that's probably what she's supposed to be. Is she a 90s child?
I don't know, but you're just saying.
I have to believe no.
Yeah. No, you're saying no one was perfect, but Gal Gadot.
No, I was saying none of us 90s children are perfect.
But she's like, it's
as
in
Hannah
the 90s.
Montana,
she's not like
another
a child.
90s child has said.
You're right.
Nobody's perfect.
You're correct there.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm very pro Brie Larson, so I love her. I think this is great. I think it's a great role. And what Allie meant when she said, you guys have strong opinions about this, is because a while back, Cammie and I were talking about the movie, and she just basically said that she didn't think Brie Larson was hot enough, and I blew a gasket about it, a full gasket, because I don't think that should be a factor. But
I feel like I agree with that.
Yeah, but I'm very pro girl power. I think this is going to be an exciting movie. And by the way, for anybody who needs a reference, I do not give a hoot about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Haven't seen anything since the first Avengers came out, because I didn't like that one, so I didn't see anything since. That's fair. But I will see this.
I've seen most of them. There's a lot of, I've seen like the main Avengers movies. There's a lot of the little side ones I haven't seen. I feel like I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. But I for sure saw the latest Avengers movie, so I knew Captain Marvel was coming from their little end of credits scene. So I already knew that she was going to be here. She was coming. Don't know a lot about her. But like Jenna said, I'm also really here for like girl power. And I feel like it's probably okay that's a little different than Wonder Woman, because then we have two very different girl power movies that are both still just very strong, independent women. I think it'll be fun.
Also, it is no secret that we here at this table are here for girl superheroes, especially because I was just watching actually an interview that Brie Larson did about Captain Marvel, and they were like, who were your like girl power inspos when you were growing up? And she said that she loved Sailor Moon so much, and
that's amazing.
I was here for it.
I love Sailor Moon.
She said that that's what she's trying to emulate as Captain Marvel, which is obviously
that's
the
incredible.
Most amazing.
All right, this movie for sure is getting 5 stars for me, if that's what she's trying to embody in this. All right, so we'll be right back with some more Afternoon Delight after this, but first let's take a look at some of the other shows here we have on WMCM.
The University of Wisconsin-La Crosse brings you a weekly student newscast. Important news, movie critiques, weather forecasts, sports highlights, and local interviews. UWL's own WMCM, run by the students, for the students. Every Thursday at 4:30 on Campus Channel 200 and Charter Channel 989.
Are you a movie fanatic? Tune in on WMCM TV's Screening Room, Tuesdays at 2:45 or 4:30. You can watch on Channel 200 and Charter 989. See you on Tuesdays for Screening Room.
Special guest with us here. We have Hunter, because we're going to talk about The Bachelor, and I know very little about The Bachelor, but Hunter apparently does, which seems...
He is our Bachelor expert.
Yeah, he's the Bachelor expert here.
It is a little counterintuitive.
Yeah,
Hunter and Cami are the only ones who've been keeping up this season. I've watched The Bachelor and Bachelorette always until this season because I didn't like Colton on the last season.
And I just have very negative feelings about The Bachelor series as a whole.
We watch every Tuesday, so we are kept up. We know everything about The Bachelor. So let's talk about it.
You know what it seems like, though? You just mentioned that you really don't like it. It really seems like people either really dislike it or they really like it. It's like
it's not like it's okay.
That you're
I'm
in
the only
between, kind of.
I love the franchise, but I hated Colton so much that I decided I couldn't stand watching this season.
I mean,
which is very different. I think Hunter really likes Colton.
Well,
not really likes, but he doesn't dislike Colton.
Yeah, I haven't disliked any of. I mean, I've only watched the last 2 or 3 seasons, but I haven't really disliked anybody.
I didn't really like Nick. I actually dislike. I
How
strongly.
can you keep track of all of them?
I love Nick Viall. I think he's
because
great.
He's garbage. I loved Corinne a lot, and I loved Demi.
I liked Corinne because I root for whoever causes the most drama because that's what I want.
Then I would have loved Nick.
I've only seen a couple episodes of the show, and every time it's like, if there's a bunch of girls, whichever's causing the most drama, I'm like, that's who I want to win. And everyone's like, we hate her. And I was like, good, she should win.
Okay, so
she deserves whoever it is.
About this season.
Yeah, you guys go at it. Go at it.
This has been such a dramatic season, as they say.
The most dramatic season.
That's what I've heard.
But this season was actually very, very intense. There's a lot happening, a lot of like changing the rules of Bachelor Nation a little bit.
So you would say that this is the most dramatic season in Bachelor history?
I don't know if I can form that opinion because I haven't seen all the seasons.
Neither have I.
But it's one of the most dramatic that I've seen. Started off 30 girls as usual. Colton came in and he picked the first impression rose to give to Hannah G. And Hannah G is such a sweetheart. She's so cute and adorable, and I feel like she just doesn't get mad a lot, or like, I don't know. She was just really cute, and I thought, for sure. We also did a Bachelor bracket, Hunter and I, and we both actually had Cassie winning. So let's move a lot further along here. Hometowns ended up being Kaylin, Cassie, Tayshia, and Hannah G. Unfortunately, Demi went home the week before, and I have strong opinions about Demi. I think Demi is a queen. I think she's beautiful beyond belief. I think she is strong and empowers her other female friends, and she might cause a lot of drama, but that's good for entertainment, and she also knows what she wants. She goes after. I could talk about Demi for this whole segment, but we don't have to do that.
I would prefer if we didn't. I'm just going to go ahead and say.
Same. Hunter, how do you feel about Demi, though? Do you like her?
I don't know. It's perfect for Paradise. I mean, she's going to go to Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, she's going to be really good for Bachelor in Paradise.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that Bachelor in Paradise is more fun than The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Absolutely. I think so too.
I love Bachelor in Paradise.
I think it's way more fun because it's like...
It's better because you can root for multiple couples.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And yes.
Multiple storylines.
Yeah, as opposed to just rooting for one person to win the whole thing and everybody else to be devastated.
Well,
theoretically, everybody can be happy.
Well, and speaking of winning, so now they are down to there's nobody left. It's Colton, and now there's no girls left.
Yes, he broke up with Cassie and Hannah G last night.
He broke up with everyone?
He broke up with everyone. Cassie
he's...
broke up with him,
Correct.
but he's in love with Cassie, so he broke up with the other 2 girls to go after Cassie, which is what we're going to see tonight.
That's Cassie, by the way, right
on the
there.
What in the world is happening?
Wow, that is the most
Cassie.
dramatic thing.
Yeah, it's the most
I just thought it was the most dramatic
ever.
thing because he jumped the fence.
Well, he did jump the fence. He jumped the fence because that night Cassie dumped him, and he was so heartbroken, overcome with emotion, that he jumped the fence, and he was just roaming in Portugal without cameras or mics or anything like that. He just wanted to be alone by himself, which I thought was actually kind of a rude thing for him to do. It made Chris Harrison worry about him and everybody else.
What?
So basically, we're going into this finale tonight really having no idea what's up.
Hi guys, I'm sorry. Could I just steal Hunter for a second? I'm just gonna steal him for a second.
Yeah, no
Oh, sure.
I'll be right back, I promise.
Sure.
Classic
Well,
Bachelor.
All right, so spring break is coming up.
Yes. Yeah. So.
All right. So, do you guys have any plans?
Let's talk about it. I
mean, spring break basically starts tonight with this Bachelor finale, but what are you doing after that?
Well, I mean, I have classes until Thursday, but then I'm going to Florida with my friend Ariel. We're gonna have a great time. We're driving there. We're leaving at 8 o'clock on Friday night, and we're driving straight through the whole 18-hour trip, just her and I.
Wow.
And it's gonna be a road trip for the books.
That's gonna be a bonding moment.
It is. It is. We have a lot to talk about because we have a lot to catch up on. But then we're going to Florida. We're actually staying with my family. They got this like huge Airbnb for like 8 people or whatnot. So we're gonna stay with them, but kind of do our own thing, live it up, have a good time, soak up the sun.
So
I love the sun. I know
like
you guys
beaches?
don't love the warmth as much as I do, but yeah, we're gonna basically be on the beach the whole time.
So you're not doing like super touristy things, like you won't be hitting up Disney World or...
No, we don't have money for that. No, but I think the beaches, we're going to Destin in Florida, and I think the beaches in Destin are kind of touristy during spring break. I know a lot of people go to Daytona, a lot of people go to the Destin area. Yeah, we were actually thinking about Clearwater, but that got expensive, and Miami also was too expensive, and we didn't want to drive all the way there because it's like 10 hours more. So we just stuck with Destin because she knows the area pretty well, and I'm from Florida, so I know a little bit of the area. I know how Florida works, but yeah.
Okay.
How about you guys?
Well, my plan is to stay at home with my dog. I'm gonna hang out with Margot all week, and that's it. Look at her!
I was just gonna say, gosh, I hope we have a picture of your dog.
Of course!
And we do.
I spent so long looking at pictures of Margot to figure out which one was the cutest, because Margot is the cutest baby.
This is the best graphic of our whole program.
You're
today.
absolutely right, because it's Margot, and Margot is perfect. So,
fun fact, Margot's middle name is Margarita, so she's Margarita Schatzman. Oh,
she's got a great name.
Yeah, she's
so happens we love the 21-year-old name the dog. She's so wild and she's so cute, and I'm just so excited.
And she knows how cute she is.
She knows how cute she is. She's an absolute brat. She thinks she runs the house, which she does.
A very bitey dog sometimes, very playful. She chomped a hole right into my DVD copy of The Dark Matter of Love, the documentary about Cammie's family. Just to promote that real quick.
Somehow that
always seems to come up.
For some reason.
It's kind of crazy. It's almost like somebody has carefully orchestrated it this way.
That's funny how that happens.
Hilarious. I'm laughing really hard.
So was Margot when she chomped a hole in my DVD.
Margot had a great time. Margot really liked watching the DVD also.
Yeah.
Because the DVD was unharmed. It was just the box.
Yeah, just the case had a
But Margot liked watching it.
That's good.
Yeah.
There were dogs, so.
There were dogs in it.
Yeah, dogs
like
these.
Love dogs.
These are a beautiful set of dogs.
Just to promote dogs.
We just really like dogs.
Not a brand. We are not promoting anything, but these 2 dogs from this picture from a calendar from the La Crescent Animal Shelter. So I've named these dogs, just so you know. This is Dugsy and this is Yellow, L-O for short. But anyway, back to spring break. What are you doing?
Right. So I'll be hanging out at home with my dog also, but I'm also going to take a little excursion to Omaha to see a concert for the Better Oblivion Community Center, which is a new band that has just formed that I'm really into.
That's cool.
So,
are you driving there?
Yeah, so we're also road tripping. I think it's 7 hours.
Oh, okay, well, that's not bad. For 2 people, I'm assuming, you and Dan?
Yep, me and Danielle, my homie.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Well,
but that's about it.
That's what we have to talk about here on Afternoon Delight.
As always, it has been just a pleasure hanging out with you guys.
It's such a It's delightful.
It's so delightful. Yes. We are actually Mixed Blessing. If you don't know this, that you're watching right now, we are a group. We are a
We have a radio show and a YouTube channel.
Group. We're not really that funny, but also
we try. We try to be funny.
Yeah, if you want to follow us on Twitter, shameless plug. No shame here.
No shame here.
At Mixed Blessing 23. And
also,
our show.
Also catch us on
6 p.m. on Thursdays, RAQ Radio.
Yes.
Mixed Blessing the Rays. We play a lot of good tunes there.
Also catch us on Funny Show here at WMCM in the next couple weeks.
We'll be here a lot. But thank you for watching Afternoon Delight today with us. I hope you also had a great time, and we will see you on Thursday for our weekly newscast.
Yes.
Farewell.
Rock and Urban.